Thank you so much for visiting the Baby Sharon of Arkansas.org website. We appreciate your being here. With me today is Mr. John Marcheski. He's been with the Baby Sharon Fund from the beginning, and my name is Richard Emmel, and I've also been with the fund since the start. I want to tell you a little bit about Baby Sharon. She was our first grandchild and our first girl. We had raised 3 sons, and so my wife was so excited to have a little girl to buy dresses for. And we were just elated with the phone call. But about a month later, we got a phone call saying that Baby Sharon wasn't doing so well, and the people, the doctors in Vietnam, in Ho Chi Minh City, couldn't help her. In fact, we were told bluntly that children sick like Baby Sharon Baby Sharon was simply sent home to die. So we set up immediately surgery in Little Rock with a very fine heart surgeon, got the plane ticket for him. The surgeon told us that the surgery for a coarctation of the aorta, like a rubber band, a tight rubber band around the blood vessel that sends blood to the body, that was easily fixed. It was difficult surgery, but that once he fixed it, she would be fine and no problems. And so we were again happy as we could be under the circumstances. And then a couple of days after that, we got a phone call that Michael could not take the baby out of Vietnam unless we paid $35,000 upfront cash. We didn't have the money. We had no choice. We were dealing with a hostile government. And so we asked the people of Arkansas, and in about 2 weeks' time, after being on television and in all the newspapers, we got enough money to get her out of Vietnam, but by that time she was too ill to travel to Little Rock. And so we arranged for surgery in Bangkok, Thailand, with a doctor recommended by doctors here, Mayo Clinic graduate. Surgery went fine. In fact, we were again looking forward to her recovery, but there was a mishap about 3 days after surgery, something dealing with the tubing, and it took her life. So we were both devastated, and the thought came to my mind that we'll do something to keep this from happening. And so I talked to Representative Jeremy Hutchinson at the time, and he crafted a bill, the Baby Sharon Fund bill, that allowed the state to put a checkoff on the state income tax form to fund help for folks who need it with the children with serious illnesses. The bill, with the help of Mr. Hutchinson and Jim Argue in the Senate, passed unanimously. So we now have a law on the books that provides help in those catastrophic situations. Now, John, what would somebody do if they had a catastrophic illness to deal with?
Sure, Richard, thank you very much. I'd be glad to share that. It's really pretty simple. You can go obviously to babysharonfundofarkansas.org, and included on that web page is a tab that you can click on to contact us, and that will print up a form or pop up a form that you can fill out, or in fact and fill it out and send it in electronically, or there is a PDF, hard copy form that you can print out and fill in and mail to the address included on that. It's really, again, very simple to do. We love to have folks do that and get involved, and for us to get involved in helping. One of the things I would mention, Richard, is the requirements are really pretty simple as far as the process we use for these applications or contacts that we get from people. The only requirements that the board has is, first off, that the child suffering the catastrophic illness be under the age of 18. Secondly, that the child be in the care of an Arkansas doctor. And then the third requirement is that we process these applications through a social worker Generally, we're using Children's Hospital here in Little Rock, and that contact us information that you send in will go to that social worker. Once the social worker has all of the applications, we meet we meet once every other month throughout the year and review these applications as brought to us by the social worker. Included during those meetings, we have discussions, reviewing, and then make a decision on assistance to various families. The assistance can vary all over the place. Take a look at on the website and see some of the, there is a page there to look at with the type of assistance we've given to people. We use simple majority in making those decisions. Richard, that pretty well covers that part of it.
Thank you, John. I want to mention what you do to help us help others. As I said in the beginning, the fund established a checkoff on the income tax form, and that's simple to do. There's boxes across, and you just put a check mark, and the money then goes to the state treasury for Baby Sharon Fund. I should say at this point that we're all volunteers. We have no paid people, no office, etc. It's all volunteer. And so your contribution goes to the people who need it. The other way you can do this is if it's not income tax form, you don't have an income tax form to fill out, it's maybe during the month and you want to make a contribution, you can do that by simply putting the check in an envelope addressed to the Baby Sharon Fund Administrator. First line. Second line, individual income tax - State of Arkansas. Third line, P.O. Box 3628, Little Rock, Arkansas, zip code 72203. Now this address is on our website, and it'll also, I think, be shown on this video at the end, so it's easy to get to. Now the third way to contribute, the newest way on our new website, is a donation button. John and I both used it. It's very simple to do. It's just click on the button, you're taken to a page, a secure location, where you just fill out the common information, name, address, and you put in your card number, or you click on PayPal, and the contribution is sent instantly. So there's three ways to give on your income tax form checkoff. You can send a contribution to the state anytime, or you can use the donation button on the website. And we need your help so we can help others. I can't stress that enough. I just want to tell one story of one of the people we helped. You can see all of them on the website, actually. There's many. But an example of what we do would be the little girl who had a heart transplant, who had to come to Little Rock once a week for several months after the transplant. They lived in Fayetteville. I don't want to give too much information. The father had a low-paying job, and mom had quit work actually to take care of the daughter. And the problem was, and they really didn't tell anybody, the social worker discovered that they were using a car that had 350,000 miles. She discovered it because one day their appointment got put back and they couldn't leave until late, and it was dark and they had to go to a motel. The car lights didn't work. And so we stepped in at the bequest of the social worker, and we got them good transportation. And we can't say that we saved that girl's, well, we can say that she would have been in much trouble had she not made those appointments. So thank you for coming to this site. Thank you for listening to us. And John, do you have a final word?
Just again to follow up and to thank Richard for his work, and just a blessing that it's been for me to serve on this board. We do appreciate all the help that can come forth again from those to assist this program. It's a wonderful effort, a real blessing to those of us involved with it, and I know those that receive help very much appreciate it. So again, can go to babysharonfundofarkansas.org, take a look at it. Hope you can help. Have a blessed day. God bless.